Let's go.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Telegram Tuesday, YouTube Tuesday, whatever else we on Tuesday AMA. Obviously, my name is Leo. I'm here week after week. Once again, nice to see you guys all in participation here. Before the recording started, we're just having a quick conversation with some of our friends here. Sonny asked the question of, when he thought. What did you ask exactly, Sonny? I can't put it to context.
Like, when did it hit that you made it? Was it when you saw the ETH amount or when you saw the dollar amount in your account?
Got it. Okay. So, yeah, I answered this question through recording, but I'll give you guys a quick down post recording too, just so people who are listening in now, tomorrow, or a year from now can kind of get a gauge. But obviously, it's referring to when myself and my friends, we made millions of dollars on Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. We knew we were rich when we first looked at our portfolio, and then we also knew we were rich when we actually took a profit. So both ways, man. Both ways, it comes down to being able to kind of recognize what you forgot, and then kind of being able to recognize what you should take. I knew my portfolio, whether it was showing X amount of money, wasn't really worth X amount of money because of price impact, taxes, everything else. So, I put everything into account. But the amount that was made is a ridiculous amount. It's not anything that is a joke. It's not anything that can be talked down upon. It's a hefty amount of money to a point where like I said earlier, my family. My kids, probably and their kids can live off of that entire sum of money for the rest of their life if they're smart. So, yeah, man, meme coins changed my life in a way. People look at it and they're like, "Oh, it's a meme coin, it's a game. People can buy in and sell, and make 1,000, make 10,000, make $20,000." Yeah, I guess that's true, but they leave out the part that it could literally change your life and give you generational wealth, which is what it gave me and gave some of my friends. I love meme coins, man. I will always love meme coins, and the reason behind why I will always love them is because it changed my life. Like I was a regular dude with I was struggling every single day trying to come up with ideas on what to do to become rich, right? Like I remember back then, like I was working at my construction job. I was making good money. I was making like 150 grand a year over there. Working at the construction job, I was still in a good place. Like I knew, like I could live a good life working here for a few more years, whatever. But I always wanted to have entrepreneurship in me, be able to make it to the next level. I wanted to have a nice car. I wanted to have a nice house. I wanted to have a nice watch, all of that stuff. Like that's what I thought I wanted, right? Which is what everybody wants or thinks they want. So, I was always under the impression that that's the stuff that I wanted. So meme coins made that stuff possible for me. And I was able to get all of that stuff because of two meme coins. Well, technically one, because I only took profit from one. I'm still holding my entire Dogecoin bag. But realistically, like guys, that's the stuff I thought I wanted. I mean that because when I bought all that stuff, it didn't change anything for me. It gave me like a couple of months of feeling cool, feeling nice, feeling good, but it wears off real quick. Wears off really quick. It's just materialistic stuff, like. But don't get me wrong. If that's what you want and that's what you think is going to make you happy, by all means, go buy it because you won't know until you actually have it. And honestly, take it from me, from a guy who spent stupid amount of money on stupid things. It's not worth it because it does not buy you happiness. And then I have literally a $40,000 Rolex somewhere in my house, and I don't know where it is. Like that. That's how. That's how irrelevant that stuff is for me. But it might be different for the rest of you guys. So, but anyway, let's move on to the next topic, guys, because there is some stuff that I want to share with you guys. Obviously, we dropped our comic. I believe it was yesterday. So hopefully, you guys all read through it or at least seen it. It is free to mint. It's free to mint for everybody. We decided to do a commemorative, pretty much display of it. So the artwork is 100% hand drawn. The story is 100% created by our team and a person that we hired that we work very closely with for the storyline. The next 5 comic books are already done as far as the storyline goes. They are not done with the artwork. The artwork is probably going to take quite a bit longer because everything is hand drawn by a single artist. I love the artwork. I think the artwork came out really, really nice. I think it really resonates and fits nicely with the whole comic book aspect of what we got going on, and it's the theme of comic books. So I like it. I think it's going to be a really nice way for us to tell our story moving forward into the future. And if you guys haven't seen it, check it out. It's free mint. All you got to do is pay the gas fee, I believe, which, you know, you could probably wait for gas to be low and get it at any given time. So yeah, check it out. But on a more important note, I'm very happy to say that we have finalized the idea of what the next meme coin is going to be for the Launchpad. It is a banger, ladies and gentlemen. We've got something crazy. We've got something crazy. I can confirm it is not going to be called Ruckle, which is what I know some of the community members wanted. I actually wanted that too. That might be the second one. We'll see. But we've got a very, very good one. A very, very good one for the first one. Something that self-promotes, something that everybody already knows what's up with, something that I cannot believe doesn't exist yet on the blockchain. It's a banger. It is absolutely 100% going to be insane. I'm not telling you guys what it is today because obviously I don't want the idea stolen. But I think this week or probably early next week we will already announce it, and we will already start the marketing for it. And we will already start putting everything together for it. So yeah, guys, I'm extremely, extremely excited for this. It came to me and Peter like last minute over the weekend, where we were just like in a group chat, texting each other back and forth on some of the different ideas that we were talking about. And it literally came to both of us at the same time without us even talking about it and knowing that that's what we wanted to do. So I had the same idea. Peter had the same idea. And we were like, holy shit, how did this just happen? That's perfect. That's it. And then we dove into it. We did a little bit of research. We were like, holy crap, this could be massive. So next meme coin is finalized, guys. The Launchpad is primed, ready to go. And I think we're headed in the right direction. So right now, me personally, I am extremely fed up with the bullshit that's been going on in the market with a lot of these influencer tokens. I can't stand it. I literally can't. I can't. It just blows my mind how I don't even want to comment on it. Let's just put it that way. All I'm going to say is we're going to do it 10 times better, 100 times better than any of these people. And we're going to crush it. And pretty much like the growth of ShibaDoge Labs is going to catapult to the next level with these ideas, man. I am extremely, extremely excited for the way that the trajectory of where we're going is headed. Right now we're a sleeper, but we're gonna come out of the shadows and just bang, 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 just take everybody by storm. So that's it. We're here. This is like the finish line right here, guys. We've got everything finalized as far as the next Launchpad thing goes. The next things that we have to finalize are finish up the full presentation stuff for the society, because I know that's going to be a very important one as well. Now, I'll tell you guys something about the society. The society, it's going to be 500 people, right? This is common knowledge. I've already said this before. Now, I don't know how many people are going to apply at first. I don't know how many people are going to be accepted even from the applications. There is going to be a yearly membership fee as well. And obviously that fee is not just there so that it's just for you guys to pay. That fee is there because of the services that are going to be offered into the society back to the people. So realistically, like if someone is paying 1 or 2 ETH, let's call it 2 ETH. Let's say they're paying 2 ETH a year to be a part of the society, then they best be in my book, they best be getting at least 5 to 10 ETH of return value per person, right? So that's how crazy the society is going to be, where we're like, okay, if there is a membership fee associated with this, and if people are paying a 2 ETH membership fee per year, are they going to get 5 to 10 ETH of value per year back? If yes, then the society is good. If no, then the society still needs to work before we can release it. So I think right now with the way that it's structured, it is looking like that is going to be pretty easily achievable. I think the value that we're going to be providing to people in the society is going to be immense. And also, one thing that I do want to point out is, since the society is going to be kind of close-knit, 500 people, I personally don't care if it takes a year for us to fill those slots up. 2 years, it doesn't matter. The important thing to me is, do we fill it up with the right people? Do we fill it up with the people that we know that are going to be contributing back to the society, so that the society can contribute back to them? And that's the route that we want to take. If it sells out quicker, sure, good. That just means we've read through all the applications and everybody that applied is on board. But I don't see that happening. I don't see us accepting 500 people overnight. But obviously that would be impossible, because I can't read through 500 applications in one night. I've never even read a full book, so you guys know that. But regardless, I think we're building some pretty crazy stuff. I've been joining and listening into a lot of Twitter spaces that have been going on recently, not just in the crypto side of things, but also in the technology side of things, and also even just in the X Twitter side of things as well. And I think I'm getting like a good sense of understanding how the algorithm of Twitter is starting to work. I know I haven't posted much on my Leo Twitter for the past few days. The reason why I haven't done that is honestly because I was just extremely pissed off with the whole state of crypto Twitter for the past few days. So I was like, okay, I'm just not going to interact with these people for a couple of days, because my mom taught me, if I have nothing nice to say, just don't say it at all, right? So I just have not been saying anything to them. Like, our actions will speak louder than our words. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. It's exactly what we're doing, and there's only one path forward. And that's the path that we're taking. We're either going forward or we're going backwards, and I'm not going backwards. So we're marching straight ahead. But other than that, guys, like, I don't have many other updates that I can verbally share with you guys publicly. And the reason why I can't publicly share some of these things now is because, like I said, a lot of these are some progress with the Launchpad and the idea and everything like that. It's very easy for me to say something right now, and then 2 hours later, that idea be stolen, or that idea be kind of infringed upon or whatever. So I'm just not going to do it. We're pretty much there at the finish line. I'm hoping sometime next week, or even this week, if all goes well, we'll be able to announce it. We'll be able to give you guys some type of feel. But all I could tell you guys is it is an absolute banger of a project. It is an absolute banger of an idea. And I think it is something that could go extremely, extremely viral. And I'm fully all in. I'm excited, and that's all I could say. But let's go with some questions. If anybody's got questions, feel free to speak up.
Wasn't it Bambi's mom that said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all? not to take the thunder from your mom.
I maybe we share the same mom, bro.
That's good. That's good.
Dude, that's a good thing that you brought up. Bambi was actually one of the first like cartoons I've ever seen as a kid. I think I was like 3, 4, probably around then when I saw it. And believe it or not, I watched it maybe like 10 times in a row. I remember this clearly. Like I was a kid, but I remember it clearly because I remember the rabbit dying or something got shot and died. Maybe it was the mom or something, right? I can't remember exactly. Bambi's mom, yes. So I remember that part clearly, and I remember I couldn't figure out why she died, so I kept watching the movie over and over and over and over again, and then I got frustrated with it because I still couldn't figure it out as a kid, and I never watched it again since then. So that's funny that you bring up Bambi because my childhood was like The Lion King. I watched The Lion King back to back. I would watch that. I would watch Dumbo. I would watch Bambi. I'd watch all those old school Disney movies. Those were badass, man. I'm kind of upset that my kid doesn't like to watch those. Like I put it on for her, and she'll watch it for a few minutes, and then she'll get bored of it. It doesn't have as many vibrant colors as the cartoons have nowadays. So these kids they don't care about that.
Sure, the kids are definitely a different breed. Do you have any info you can share regarding the Society of 500?
I mean, I've shared quite a bit, but is there anything specifically that you'd like to know?
I guess I don't know if I missed it. I was up in the mountains for a while with no service, but has there been anything shared as far as how or people get involved with that, or is that still in the works?
So yeah, it's still in the works, but I've talked a bit about it. So I'll say a couple things again. Pretty much, society. Like, if you want to get involved with society and be a part of it, the first things first is you're gonna have to like apply for it. There will be an application process, a small little questionnaire, and then it'll ask you for like your background of like what you're good at, what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are, like what do you want to accomplish, things like that, basic stuff like that. And then after that, if you are, let's say, you go through the whole process, you get accepted, you're part of the society, then you reap the rewards of what the society has to offer. The society is going to have a lot of things that it offers, but then also there's going to be places where like you could go in there and kind of contribute back to the society. And the whole point of the society is, the 500 people are there to kind of like help each other build and become more successful through time. So it's like, let's say you have a business, right? Let's say you own a water bottle business and you guys sell water. The society can be like, all right, cool. Like, I'm not buying water from anywhere else besides Johnny Utah's water shop. Like, that's it. This is my go-to water shop. Why? Because he's part of the society. He's like, one of my boys, and we're going to support each other. So, and then also not just that, it's like, okay, maybe I don't want to buy water from you because I don't drink water, which obviously there's nobody in the world that doesn't drink water. I'm just using this as an example. But I don't drink water, but hey, I'm a graphic designer and I went to your water website and I saw that your website can use a little bit of work. And since I'm good at what I do, I offer to help you out and be like, yo, Johnny, like, let me tidy this up for you a little bit. Let me make it look a little nicer. Let me make it look a little more presentable for you. So, and you'd be like, all right, cool. If you do that for me, I'll help you out in this type of way. So it's like a trusted ecosystem of people helping each other out in countless different ways. Those are just like 2 examples of like a billion different ways that the society can help each other out. But also it'll be a lot of us. It'll be like, think of it like a call group, think of it like a support group, think of it like a alpha group, think of it like an airdrop group, because people that are a part of the society are going to get types of very simple airdrops that contain pretty good value to it, which I'm not going to give any details on right now. But there is a lot that the society will offer. And when we put out the presentation deck for it in full detail, you guys will be able to go in and kind of like in a full detailed structure, be able to fully understand what the society is. It's kind of hard for me to explain it on the whim, like really just because there is so much to it where like even if I wanted to explain it to you from start to end, like I'd have a hard time kind of remembering everything that we have written down in there because it's kind of a very, very big portfolio of things that we want to have in the society. But hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, that's perfect. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hopefully I get in. I want in the society. I want in the club.
Yes, sir. I think your chances are good, Johnny. I mean, you've been with us for a long time, and you know more than anything, like if I know a person that has been here from the very beginning, and I can already tell what they have to offer, and I can already know what type of person they are. The chances of you getting accepted are already a lot higher than if I were to not know who you are.
I like the sound of that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
Well, everybody needs a junkie around,
But everybody needs a bit of sunshine, bro.
Yep. Hopefully they accept me into the society, dude.
Leo, sorry. Do we firstly have to launch the society and then the token, or does it matter? I'm just curious, in what order is the next is happening? In what order?
Ideally, and we've talked about this with our team. Ideally, we'd want to have it launch at the same time, and the reason behind that is because our marketing would be like two birds, one stone, right? When we do the marketing for the token, we'll also simultaneously be able to do marketing for the society. When we do marketing for the society, we'll be able to market the Launchpad. Like, so the marketing dollars would go a longer way. The hype would go a longer way. So yeah, ideally, we'd want to have them out at the same time. But realistically, this is just my opinion. I don't know how the rest of the team feel about this, but I think that the token will probably end up coming out first. And the reason why I say that is because there are still not a lot of things that we have to finalize for the society, but some things that we still have to finalize for the society. And they could be finalized fairly quickly, very quickly actually. But they could also take a little while depending on how complex like the contract and stuff ends up being when it starts being built out. So I don't know. Like I said, ideally we'd want both of them to come out at the same time, but realistically, the chances of that are pretty slim, unless we postpone the token launch, which we probably won't do.
No.
Yeah.
So, do you think we are on schedule to do the token launch in August?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And honestly, the idea that we've got for the token, like I'm so confident that it's going to be a good one. And we haven't secured the domain for it just yet. The reason we haven't secured the domain for it just yet is because there are like 3 or 4 different domains that we really, really like for it. And surprisingly enough, they're all available for sale. They're not cheap, but it doesn't matter. They're really good domains. We might just get all of them. Who knows?
So Leo.
Yo, what's up, bro?
So, well, I don't know who was gonna go first. I heard somebody else say something.
It's okay. Go for it.
Oh, So when the token launch, right? We can use Ethereum or USD when the token launch.
Yeah. You could use any ERC20 token. So it'll be any ERC20 token. If you're buying on ETH, if you're buying on BNB, you'll be able to use any BNB token. So we are going to launch cross chain. So it'll be available both on the Ethereum network and the BNB network.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure, because I have my cousin. He's not in the group chat, but he's listening to it on YouTube, and I was telling him about it or whatever. So I just want to make sure I was clear on it or what you just said. That's all.
Yeah, for sure, bro. No worries.
Yo, cousin kick it.
What's up, cuz?
What's up? First of all, phenomenal job on the comic book. I read it like 3 times. Love the artwork. Love the story. But,
thank you, brother.
Yeah, my question is, have you guys finalized or come to the final conclusion about the voucher or anything like that with the new token? Have you think which direction you're going there?
Okay, so that's still something that we're going to talk about this couple of days. You're talking the pre-launch stuff, right? Yeah, that's something that we're going to talk about this couple of days. We haven't finalized it just because we still need to run it by our legal team to make sure that it doesn't classify us as, you know, a security or anything like that. So we're waiting on a conversation with them first, and then we'll decide what we want to do. I think the best thing to do personally is to like have it be a fair launch, but I know it's just like it's going to be so competitive, man. But that's the whole aspect of getting in on launch date, which is kind of like an argument that people like to make. Another argument that I'd like to make towards that would kind of be in the terms of everybody could get in on launch day without having to compete with like gas and failed transactions and stuff. And if we could figure that out, and if we could have a fair launch without people having to compete with failed transactions and high gas fees and things like that, then that'll be the best way to do it. It's definitely going to be a challenge to figure that out. So I think we're going to spend the next couple of days talking about that and seeing if we can find a work around it. If not, then we'll just do the traditional way. We know the traditional way works. Yes, it has some flaws where, you know, with gas and some people having the failed transactions, but it is the traditional way, and you know, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. But if we can make the wheel a bit stronger and a bit more durable, then sure, we'll do it. But right now, it's still up in the air, bro.
Yeah, that's no problem. Second question: hard copy of the comic. Is that a realistic way you guys are going to think about doing that?
Yeah, Alex is actually working on that right now. So I think he's talking to a publishing company or something like that to see what needs to be done to make that possible. So yeah, hard copy of the comic is going to be something you guys will be able to have.
Nice. Like I put in my Telegram messages, I'll have mine signed by Lamp Gang, please. Thank you very much.
I got you, Lou. I got you. Anybody who wants it signed by us, let us know, and we'll try to do our best. But I got you, Cuts, for sure, 100%. I will make sure that your copy is signed.
For sure, bro. Appreciate you. You know.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate your support, bro.
On the launch, you got them sniper bots people use, where they snipe.
Yeah.
Like, are they gonna
Uh-huh.
be able to use them still, or?
So look, there's no way to stop sniper bots. There's ways to punish them, which we've done in the past. So yeah, they'll still be able to use them, but they will be punished for using them. So
when you say punished, what can you blacklist the wallets and stuff like that? Is that what you do?
yeah, either they get blacklisted or they get taxed 99% and it gets donated to the liquidity pool. So, something of that sort, something of that nature.
It was out on Twitter then. I was listening and they were talking about this Maestro bot, and they were all saying they use it. So I was just thinking maybe they're using that a lot. They're saying it's really good and it works.
There's a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of people that use those bots. I've even tried messing around with them, but it's firstly for me, like, since I'm not really that good of a coder or anything like that. I could code, but I need a lot of help, and I need Google to really be my sidekick for it. So for me, it's like I was having a hard time trying to dial in the perfect settings for it to work. So I just stopped using it. But yeah, I know a lot of people use those types of bots, and they'll snipe contracts and they'll snipe buys and things like that. But we're able to recognize those bots coming in because they all happen immediately on a certain block or a certain couple blocks, and we can very quickly just be anybody who buys in block 1, 2, and 3, just auto blacklisted and auto donating to the liquidity pool, which is kind of like what we did for the ShibaDoge launch too, and Burn. Yeah, we did it for Burn as well.
Yeah, we had a load of them coming in after crying, remember?
Yeah, two pissed off people up in here looking for somebody. Yeah, they were.
They came in.
Well, I mean, we're gonna be vocal about it. Just we were in Burn. We told them, if you guys use bots, if you guys use snipers, you guys are gonna get wrecked. It's not my fault you guys didn't listen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wasn't sure whether it was even allowed or not. That's why I was asking you, because listening, they were all using it in that Twitter space. They were all talking about it, saying, everyone's using that bot, and they're apparently making money using it. So
send me the name of it, and I'll send it to our dev to see if he could look into the code of it, see if there's any way we can just completely block it out. But I doubt that they can. But maybe the code itself will help them kind of build an extra layer of protection against it. I don't know.
Yeah, they've got a 2-hour tutorial as well where they show you exactly how to set it. I mean, I could go and use it now. I watched some of it yesterday, and I was like, man, that is just so easy to use.
No, guys, they're easy to use, and guys, I'm not against them. Don't get me wrong. If you can use it and make money from it, do it. Just don't do it in our projects because it's not allowed. You will get wrecked. But
okay,
there are tools out there like that for you guys to utilize. At your own discretion, because you could probably still get rug pulled and still lose money doing things on chain. So be careful, but utilize tools. Those tools are there for everybody to benefit from. But don't use it on our launch. I can tell you right now, if you use any on our launch, we'll be able to recognize it, and one of two things are gonna happen. You're either going to get blacklisted immediately, or you're going to pretty much get taxed 99.9% and donate everything that you bought into the liquidity pool. So
when you say taxed 99%, do you mean taxed on the way out?
No, on the way in.
On the way in. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Is you get taxed on the way in.
It'll tell you, right, that you're going to be put 99.9% impact or something like that.
Oh,
I don't think it'll tell you, because they're using the bot UI. So the bot UI doesn't tell you anything like that. It just tells you, is this the token that you want? Yes, confirm, and then as soon as trading is live or whatever, it'll just execute a buy. So those bots, they bypass any warnings, they bypass any notifications, because they have to be like literally accurate to the millisecond. So they just bypass all of that stuff.
Oh, this one you can configure a lot of things on it, like everything. Even if a dev blacklists one of the wallets, if they've got them tokens to say they've got the same token in 5 other wallets, that bot, as soon as that one wallet's blacklisted, it will automatically sell all the other 5 wallets.
That's fine. Do me a favor, send me that. I'll have our dev launch
I'm sending you
test
now, bro.
chain project, and then I'll have him snipe his own project and see if his anti-bot works on it with that. So
yeah, well,
I know we already have a couple that we have a couple that we've tested, and they don't pass our anti-bot. Like they get wrecked. So this might be either the same or we'll test it. It's good to test all of them.
Yeah,
it's good to know about.
Yeah. So I was listening on David Goxenstein, the Twitter space, the guy you spoke to last time on the Twitter spaces.
Yeah.
I was listening to that. He normally has big crowds in there, and they were all talking about this bot. Apparently, it's supposed to be so good and it works and all that. So it's one they're all using. So maybe it's a new. So that's why I went and watched a YouTube tutorial, and there's a 2-hour tutorial where the developer is literally explaining every single bit by bit.
Yeah. It also kind of like makes me think, like, is a stealth launch probably a better option, where we just launch it stealth, let it live on the blockchain for like 3 or 4 days, and then just come out and be like, yo, this is it. Boom. And then like that, no one's sniping it. No one's doing anything. I don't know. That might be a good option as well.
I'm sending you the bot. I'll send you the tutorial as well. You can have a look at that. That tutorial they can even if it's a certain market cap that you don't have, the bot will not buy. You can set it if it's whatever buy tax, you can put it at 1%, or if it's over 5%, don't buy that token. It's crazy, man. I mean, literally, it buys it. You just paste the contract address in and the buy is done. It's mad.
Yeah. Yep. Imagine the people that were using this stuff before it got popular,
Yeah.
Those were the people who were really making money on it.
I mean, if I could use this, man, I know I'm the first one getting in, bro. There's no doubt about it. Like, I'm getting in.
Yeah, but think about it. If you're using this, imagine how many other people are going to be using it too. So technically,
yeah. And that's the thing. The bot tells you how many other people have used it just before you on that same contract. So it even tells you that.
Wow.
It's crazy, bro. Like, this one is advanced. Yeah.
Is it free or do people have to pay for it?
It's free. They just take 1% of whatever you buy at the beginning. So you buy $100, they'll take 1% of that. Yeah. They got a premium as well, but the developer on that video says he wants his standard one to be as good as the premium. So if he was telling people any issues, just make sure you contact me. But that's it, man. 1% on whatever you buy.
It's not bad. That's actually a pretty good concept, dude. Maybe we should build one of these.
Yeah, and also
It's not about.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Roof.
I was going to say about it's got a rug feature where you can put the rug. So it's an anti-rug. So if the bot detects that a rug's about to happen, right, by the developer, it puts the gas up above the developers and sells it before the developers dumps on it.
That's sick. I love that.
That's crazy, bro. I swear.
Roof, it seems like you should go work for these guys, bro. You know their product better than they do.
Bro, you know that video I just sent you, that 2-hour video? I literally listened
you
to
watched
it.
the whole thing twice.
Bro, I was just so interested in this. Like, then I thought, let me ask you, because I was thinking, like, are we even allowed to use this on our launches, you know? Because if you're not, I'm not going to use it, obviously, but I guess
Yeah.
people are going to use this, man.
Yeah, so it's very easy to recognize when people like, look, this is good for like those live new pairs and stuff like that, you know? It's not good for like fair launches, because in fair launches, you pretty much are dealing with anti-bot, anti-snipe. And what that means is like when people are using programs like this, they're buying on blocks 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. And you know, it's very easy for us to recognize anybody who bought on those blocks, depending on when we want to start, what block we want to start trading on. It's very easy for us to realize, okay, this is the block, and anybody who bought before this block is automatically blacklisted. So, or automatically tagged 99% into liquidity or whatever, right? So, this could see it being very, very powerful for like live new pairs, like getting in on even those rug pull projects, because like the rug pull projects, like not the honeypots, but the rug pull projects, they'll let it run for like 20-30 minutes or something, right, before they rug pull it. But if you could like use like something like this and get in and get out within the first like 4 minutes, and make like, I don't know, $100-200 every time you do that, then it makes sense, you know? So I could see this being like pretty powerful with that, considering there are like 99 rug pull projects launched every hour. And if you could get in and out of them in the first like 2-3 minutes before they rug, and then you could probably make a few $100 on each one, depending on how much you put in or whatever. But obviously, at your own risk. I've never tried this, so don't try it either, unless you guys want to risk losing money. But in my professional opinion, I think there is definitely a strategy here that people can make money with, you know, using something like this. Me personally, like I'd try it out. Like if you had like extra money laying around and you want to test your luck and see if you're lucky and see if like you can snipe some cool stuff on live new pairs, try it out. But if you're not willing to lose some money, then definitely steer clear.
Yeah.
Hey, Root, Cousin KK, would you mind DMing me that? Because what I was doing a little while back, I was actually following Jared from Subway. I had him down to 3 seconds per transaction, and I would buy what he bought and would quickly sell it. Not as fast as I bought, but
Roof, just paste that video. Just paste that video in the main chat. Don't pin it or anything, but just paste it in the main chat so people who are interested in checking it out can go check it out.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
There you go, guys. It's that's the, and I'll just forward the name of the bot. So here we go. It's called the Maestro Sniper bot on Telegram. So I think if you type in Maestro's Telegram bot on Telegram, it'll come up.
And further to that, when I launched my little token, I was proud because Jared from Subway sniped my project. I was happy.
So I actually kind of found out a little bit of information on Jared from Subway. Actually, it's a group of 8 people, I think, 7 or 8 people who actually run the whole bot. At least that's the rumor that I heard from somebody who's very well connected in crypto.
Wow, that's amazing.
But,
do what you
yeah, they've made north of $100 million already, dude.
Wow, impressive.
That's what I was going to say earlier. That it's sometimes you got to look at it like it's better to make a little bit of money a lot of times than it is to make a lot of money at one time.
I agree. That's the best way of doing it.
Yeah. Check it out anyways, Leo. Check that out. See what you guys can do. I'm just
Yeah,
so
for sure.
surprised, bro. Like how quick they can do the buy, man. They put the wallet address, the contract address in, right, and like with milliseconds, man, it's there. The transaction's done. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, there's a lot of cool tech out there.
I'm more interested in how they know which address to put in.
They got them call
Well, they
channels.
don't. Yeah, they don't. They either guess or they have alpha or they get early contract addresses from people. That's how they know. Other than that, it's all just a gamble.
Yeah, that's what I was more interested. Where did they get the information?
Yeah. And for YouTube purposes, this video is not sponsored by Maestro Sniperbot. No. But if you do want to sponsor,
True. A lot of people listening in to you, man. Coming in and out, listening. The Telegram's busy.
Yeah.
I think people are interested in these bots, man.
No, it's good, man. I think this is the calm before the storm, man. Like, we're looking at 29 people in this call right now. After the first Launchpad token day one launch, I think we're going to be sitting at 290 people in these calls for quite a while. Calls, these Telegram calls are going to be crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
10x, that would be cool. See a 10x up in here.
A 10x in the chat, right? Yep.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
I still got to go to the gym. Oh man, these kids are about to get home here in a little bit and freaking mess with me. They're gonna mess with me.
Get out,
Leo,
man.
any insight on the upcoming price of Epic or Legendary? We saw the price of the Epic item with the cards.
That's a Peter question, bro. He's in charge of on that end. He said it. It's somewhere in my notes. I just don't want to. I don't want to look through a million things to find it right now because it's pretty old when he put the price sheet in there.
Okay, that's cool. No big.
But yeah, you can tag him and ask him, or I can ask him later on, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, just trying to get some funds together with that Legendary and Epic items.
We might actually start releasing less items per day in the Armory.
I hope you save some for after the lunch.
Yeah, for sure. We have plenty. we have a lot of good ones, dude.
That's another question. When is the actual black market going to come to play?
That's going to come into play in season 2 of the Armory.
Oh, of course.
YouTube question. Oh.
Sure. Let's go with the vocal question.
I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah, you go
Leo.
first. You go first. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have a question, and it's just a thought. So right now, everybody is trying to stack to make this play. Does it make sense to continue to put more stuff out in the Armory when people might not spend that money because they're stacking that money aside for this play? Or would it make sense to hold off on that until after the play where people are going to be having money to be able to put into the Armory and buy up stuff more?
Well, that's the decision that people are going to have to make on their own. You know, Nike doesn't say, "Hey, I'm going to not release the new Air Force Ones because we haven't sold out of the previous version of all the Air Force Ones yet." So it's kind of like the same mentality where it's like we're the Armory is a separate entity, the Launchpad is a separate entity, the NFTs are a separate entity. Like everything is a separate entity. I get your question. I understand it, like exactly how you're portraying it, but that's just a decision that people are gonna have to make on their own. It's not. It's not 100% necessary to stack up all your money to be like, hey, I'm going to put all my money into the next token launch. I mean, if that's what you're going to do, fine. But I mean, I'll be the first to say, like, don't put all your chips in one place, you know, regardless of I'm the one launching it or if it's Warren Buffett launching it. You get what I'm saying? Like any type of investment, you never want to put all of your money into in one shot. So, yeah, no, I get your question, but realistically, it's like this ecosystem needs to survive and thrive, and we're not going to put anything on pause, like, you know, just because of a scenario where it's like, oh, what if people don't have money for the next thing or whatnot? Like that's just not how we want to operate, man. We have a plan, and if people don't get these EFTs that are dropping on the Armory, then it just makes them more rare for when the ecosystem grows and when there's more demand for it in the future. Then the people who did get them, they're going to be happy that they did, and the people who saved to get on the token launch might be happy that they saved on another token launch, and you know, there will be a nice balance of everything. So I think it's necessary.
Thank you. It was just a question.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good question, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this it doesn't slow you down. Otherwise, it just slows you down. You know, you're just pushing everything out, right? As it should be.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, the comic book's out, the Armory's out. I guess the crates will be out soon. If you and the launch, man. I mean, everything's just moving right now, so it's great. So, Leo, I got a person on YouTube. They're saying, I know you've already answered this, but maybe they've missed it. What's the name of the token? Basically,
not giving out the name until we're ready to announce it, bro. The name of the token is very, very special because it's absolutely it's the whole premise of what the project is going to revolve around, and it is an absolute banger of an idea. So I'm not going to give the name because I don't want the idea to get stolen, or I don't want the idea to get infringed upon or anything like that. So I'm not giving the name out just yet, but hopefully by next week you guys will all already learn the name, and we'll go from there.
Cool. Other question is, you know, when everyone became a multimillionaire recently, like what happened there? And someone said they weren't unable to sell because there wasn't enough liquidity. Like,
yeah, so that's a coin market cap and CoinGecko glitch. This is, I believe, the fourth time that's happened, or the third time. That has nothing to do with our project. It's more or less just a reporting glitch that happens from those websites. Those numbers that you see are represented from CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko reporting, and since there's a glitch that is occurring on their end, it relays that information back to what it reflects to the numbers that you see in your wallet. So yeah, whenever that happens and it shows that you have $3 trillion and you could pay off all of the world's debt, you should the first thing you should do is ask yourself, this is not even possible. The second thing you should do is go to Uniswap, put all your tokens into Uniswap, and then it'll tell you the accurate price of what it's really worth. But then, first of all, before you do any of that, you could probably just come into our community and ask us what's going on. So, yeah, and unfortunately, nobody's a multi-trillionaire just yet. But with the way inflation is going, we might all be soon.
Great. That's it for YouTube right now.
Leo, one last question, cousin KK.
Yep. Go ahead, bro.
Merging the uncommon items that'll probably be in season 2 of the Warzone or whatever. Sorry, the Armory. Are you guys building a specific platform to make that happen? Or are you just using Reader or whatever?
So it'll be on the same domain, but it is going to have to be a new smart contract that's being built for that. So yeah, it's not per se a new platform. It's just going to be a smart contract. But yeah, you'll have a new tab next to probably like the black market or something that'll be called like the, I don't know exactly what we'll call it, but let's call it the scrapper. Let's call it the scrapper for now. You'll go and click the scrapper, and you'll choose which items that you want to scrap, and yeah, so it'll be something like that. It'll be very simple.
Okay. Now, how would that go? Could it be merge rare to get to legendary or epic, or just uncommon to get to?
There will be a formula for it. Right now, it's too early for me to say how that formula would work because we haven't even begun building the smart contract for it yet. But there will be certain formulas and certain recipes that people can like tinker with to up their chances of getting certain items. Which I think will be public information. So like we'll be like, hey, if you want a chance of getting a legendary, then you have to put 3 rares, 1 epic, 4 uncommon, or whatever, right? So.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Leo, I want to say one more thing.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, man, salute to you guys, man, and all the hard work and everything that you guys are doing, man. Take our hats off to you, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you, my bro. We appreciate that very much, man. Definitely, we love doing what we do, and I love getting feedback from you guys. It's only going to get better, man. It's only going to get better. Right now, I'm very proud of what we've accomplished and what we've achieved and where we've came, but I'm not satisfied with it, and that's a good thing because that means I'm still hungry. We're all still hungry, and we want to achieve more. We want to do bigger, better, badder things. So it's only going to get better, man.
And I still say we underrated. We still underrated.
Oh yeah, and we're a sleeping giant. We're a sleeping giant, man. The whole world will know about us soon. All right, guys. I think that's a good way to leave off today's Telegram Tuesday. I'm going to be on Twitter Spaces tomorrow. So Twitter Spaces made an update. Now I can speak from my computer. I didn't even know that. But yesterday I was clicked on the Twitter Space from my PC, and the button to speak was there, and I was amazed. So they finally did it. Now we'll be able to talk on PC. That'll be cool. Can you host from the computer, or you still have to host from a mobile? Roof?
I don't think you can host right now from a computer, but you can speak.
So Leo, can you do a favor? If you're in any of those Twitter Spaces and you need us to drop over, just drop it in the chat, and those of us who can will join you.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I wonder if you guys have my notifications on Twitter. Whenever I join a Twitter space, does it notify people that I'm in there, or it doesn't say anything?
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Twitter has been very finicky.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
It'd be late for me when I see it on Twitter. It'd be late for me. I see it like a day later.
Yeah, same for me, man. Like it's kind of weird when someone will post something and I'll see it, and I'll click on it, and I'll be like, "Oh, damn, that's cool to know." And I'll click it, and I'll be like, "Wait, what the hell? This was posted like 3 days ago. Why am I barely getting a notification for it right now?"
Yeah,
kind of weird. Whatever, it is what it is. I'll drop it in the chat though. I'll send links whenever I'm like in the space talking, or even if I'm in a space, not even talking, just listening, and I think it's a cool space that you guys just listening on, I'll send it anyway.
So, with the this is another question I had, Leo. With the new token that's launched, now you also going to put it on in the Telegram, and also would you put the address on your Twitter page?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it'll be a part of our whole ecosystem. But you mean like right on launch day?
Yes.
Yeah, right on launch day. Well, it'll be all over Twitter and everything too. But the absolute minute, second that it's live and available to buy, the fastest way to know is literally through Telegram, because that's where I'm going to post it first.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think all that's coming, you know, on X. So you can host, and I think they're also working on video. I'm not sure if
they have live stream too now. I accidentally live streamed the other day. So I was clicking the new stuff, and I almost live streamed and doxed myself.
Serious, bro.
I swear.
That would make us moon, you know, immediately. If you got doxed, that would be all over Twitter, bro.
That would not be a fun day for me, I'll tell you that.
That would go viral.
I might do a live stream I feel like it's so cringe to wear a mask or something like that, but I might wear like a bandana or some shit. I don't know.
I was watching
because I heard like
bandana.
Go ahead.
Did you say bandana?
Yeah.
You can buy them superhero helmets, which it closes. You know, what's that guy called, man?
Iron Man.
Iron Man. There you go, bro. You can get the Iron Man hats, the helmets, and it automatically shuts.
That's so cringe, though, man. Like, I can't imagine doing that. But I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be funny.
Yeah,
I don't know, we'll see.
It will be funny. That's the thing. One of the influencers does that on YouTube. He wears the Iron Man hat, the helmet, and he'll just talk through it. It's quite funny.
I might just wear a paper bag over my head, like Elon Vitalik said.
Wear
All right, guys. What's up?
Wear a rug.
Wear a rug. We're a time rug. But I'm gonna rug you guys from this call because I gotta get going, guys. I gotta go hit the gym, and I still have a couple things I gotta take care of before the kids get home. So let me go take care of all this stuff, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on Twitter Spaces. So if anybody still has any questions for me, I'll be back in like an hour, so you guys can tag me in the chat, and I'll read it when I get back. But other than that, guys, as always, if you miss Doge, that sucks. If you miss Shiba, damn, that also sucks. But if you miss ShibaDoge and everything else that we've got coming, I hate to break it to you, you're not going to be a part of the society, and you suck. All right, guys. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.
Peace. Love. Peace.